there, Sanity Seekers, thank you for joining me. I was recently given this cylinder, so I scooped it up and made it into an Alice in Wonderland type rabbit hole. To start with, I made some shelves to go into my cave walls by tracing the curve onto some craftwood and cutting them into shape. I set those aside for a while and wet the inside of my cylinder with water so that the air dry foam clay would stick better to it. I smoothed the clay out with my hands and more water to keep it pliant, and covered the inside with the clay to give it a rocky, woody texture, and so that I can stick and shove things into it like my wood shelves, which I covered with some ink and of course clear quartz crystals. I used some more air dry foam clay for the base and stuck in a LED string light cork, some glow in the dark pebbles, and blue crushed glass for the cracks in between the pebbles. I spread the excess glass around and put some more on the walls because to me they look like crystals in a cave rock. Then I unravelled the LED string light and twisted it where the bulbs are to raise them up and away from the rest of the wire, so that when I shove the wire lights into the clay walls I can hide the wire but have the bulbs sticking out nicely. I dispersed the light around the hole, paying particular attention to behind the crystals to make sure that they light up. Testing the lights now and then will make sure that I haven't wrecked them in the process. This is some fake coral I'm cutting up to use as branches growing in and around the hole. I thought leaving them white was a nice contrast and made it look a little bit spooky. Now for the moss, which is always fun and satisfying. I kept with the light greens and the mauvey purple, I guess you might call it, because I figured there's not much light down there for photosynthesis to occur. The moss is pushed into the clay walls, tucked in around the branches and crystals and wherever else my crafty heart desires. My crafty heart also desired some more crystals, especially in around the lights. This fake plant stuff is fairly new to me. It's kind of like textured wool threads, and it is beautiful and easy to use. They make fabulous vines, so I glued them coming down the walls and spilling over the shelves. So you know how I like to try and hide the light buttons and the boxes in a clever way if I can in my miniatures. Well, my idea for putting the fake cork on the ground like this was for a pretty good reason. I cut out a plastic medicine cup to sit over the button neatly, covered it with some old lace for a tablecloth, and glued a porcelain plate on top with some nail art miniature cookies and a note. This now disguises the button completely, and we can just now press the cookies to turn it on and off. The fake cork should be fine to pull out at a later date to change the batteries one day when it goes flat, with maybe just a small tab of glue to pop it back and hold into place. Now, with the schfancy part of the miniature done, we can fill the space with all kinds of bits and pieces that can be interpreted as Alice in Wonderland. So we have some jars, teacups, a white rabbit, of course, goodies to eat, books, scrolls and butterflies, which is a great start. Watches and clocks to keep an eye on that time, and candles, roses and cards to finish the look. While I'm very happy with it on the inside, I have indeed ignored the outside thus far. So I used some natural handmade mulberry paper to cover the outside of the tube, making sure to tear the edges, not to cut it, and keep that beautiful natural texture going. Well, my friends, that's me for now. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you found value in my video... fuck. Really? Thank you for hanging out with me. If you found value in my video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more. And in the meantime, please stay safe, sane, and creative, my sanity seekers. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.